Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, and gamers. This is Small Archangels. Thank you for joining me for this episode of 7 Days to Die Alpha 16. And we have spent the night rather ingloriously hiding on the roof of this building here. It's now raining. I've actually had to take off quite a bit of clothing in the night. We had some of the grass fibre clothes on that I've crafted ages since, and I've actually taken them off because they were plus insulation. I took my hoodie off as well. I actually had to get rid of, because we look like we're going to have heat stroke in the middle of the night, which is fairly ridiculous, but there you go, it happens. One of the problems with being on the roof of a building as opposed to in it, so I had to get rid of the gunpowder. But in any case, I say gunpowder, not the most useful thing that we could possibly be toting around with us at this juncture. So there we go. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a little check of this house here, and then we're going to look at our skill points, because we have leveled up, which means, there we go, fantastic. So we're going to be able to, I'm going to put my light on so you guys can see, and so I can, quite frankly. Hello, is anybody there? I know there's some sleepers somewhere, you sneaky beggars. You've got to be somewhere. Alternatively, of course, there may be no sleepers here whatsoever, meaning I've spent the night on the roof for no reason. Oh no, there's one. There he is. And he's down straight away. Okay. I think he is the only one, because this place has just got a medicine in, and that's it. Down he goes. And we've leveled again, which is super. Gunpowder. I've just got rid of gunpowder. Okay, I don't know why there's a dead zombie there. I've no idea why a zombie would have just randomly died in the middle of the night, but I even heard it happen. Very strange indeed. I didn't touch him, Gov. Honest. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's in this chest. This crate. Oh, look! An engine. And I've even managed to pick it up because I got rid of that gunpowder. Magic. Alrighty, so we have leveled a couple of times now, so let's take a look at this. We have leveled up to, well, we level 42, which means that we are high enough level that we are able to up our weapon and toolsmithing. Also our survivor and sexual tyrannosaurus, and of course, sort of, well, most of the other ones as well. Now, at this point, we've got 19 points only, and these are going to cost 12, so we're only going to be able to choose one of those. That is going to require 9, so we might be able to do a survivor and one of these. So I think at this juncture we need weaponsmithing to be better, so that we can survive till we get where we're going, and then we're going to need up our toolsmithing so that we're able to craft our base better. So there we go. And then yeah, we're going to need a couple more points before we can get ourselves a level in survivor or sexual tyrannosaurus. But I do want to invest in science too, because that's going to enable us to craft medical, chemical, mechanical and trap items, but it's a little way down the road, to be honest. It's not particularly important at this juncture, and obviously, yeah, we'd quite like to improve our armor crafting as well. But for now, what I'd like to do, while we're somewhere where we can put stuff, I'm going to put that engine in there for a moment, and I'm going to make myself, not animal hide, we could, because we've got some animal hides, but they will add quite a lot of insulation, I think. So we'll just stick with the plant fibre for the moment. I don't think they have as much, so we'll craft ourselves some new plant fibre gloves, and they are just the same quality as the other ones, unfortunately, but there you go. But this will just give us a little bit of protection. Let's see, are there any other bits there? It was just those 2 parts, I think, that I had to take off during the night, but they're cheap to make, so it doesn't make too much difference. No, I'm not going to forget that. There we go. Let's just shiv these corpses, just, there we go, just for the blade skill. There you go, blade skill is now level 22. Nice. Okay, and we're good to go. So we are heading, now I've upped my weapon skill, haven't I? So let's just scrap that bow and make ourselves a new one, and it should be level 300, I think. which would be nice. Yeah, there we go. Well, we'll just get our... There we go. We can turn that off now. We'll get our arrows into it as well. There, lovely. Now, the road is, yes, back in this direction. So we're going to go back in this direction, and we're going to head southwards. How are we doing for arrows? 203. We're alright for the moment. We've got plenty of arrows as well. And we're getting too hot again. That is the other thing about this location. We are getting to the point where there's not as much flicker in the grass now, which is good. I like that. So we are getting sort of out of the bug zone, which is nice. But we're not quite there yet. And this is too warm. This part of the world is too warm as well. So I wouldn't want to settle here. So when it comes to places to settle, as I say, ideally I would like to go all the way to the hub. Just like the idea of being in the middle of the map. You've not seen me. You haven't seen me. Well, so much for you. Okay, there we go. I was not exactly stealthy like a ninja just then. But she didn't see me anyway. Yeah, I like the idea of having a central location from the point of view of being able to loot in any direction and avoid this flickering business. And the book where your tools and weapons, particularly guns and bows, sort of go completely wonky and look horrendous, which is not helpful when trying to aim. So so let's see what today brings. We're headed down here. Now we've got Maple Forest to our right, which is lovely. I like Maple Forest. It's my favourite biome. I like Pine Forest as well, but Maple Forest tends to be a little bit better from the point of view of temperature. It don't tend to overheat in Maple Forest, and you don't tend to get too cold either. So it's ideal from that point of view. I'm just going to have a bit of a look as we go to see if I can see any towns, etc. But I'm sure that we'll find some en route if we stick to the road, which is what I'm intending on doing, because this road is quite Romanesque. Look at it. It's like a Roman road or something. It goes all the way down south, just really, really straight. And I'm watching my temperature as well, because I don't want to be overheating, but I think it's on the way down. Well, as if to prove me right, about Maple Forest, I mean, our temperature has now returned to more or less normal. So Maple Forest, yeah, is a good place to be. I'm going to scrap that because we can't carry it, because we can't carry it. Basically, because we can't carry it. There we go. Yeah, so Maple Forest is a place where I generally choose to build in any of my games, because, yeah, you have a lot less of the annoying temperature thing to deal with. And also, no vultures in the Maple Forest. No vultures, which is most welcome also. I am not fond of vultures at all in any way. Okay, so not seeing anything. We're quite high up here, actually. Look at that vista. That's lovely. My skill in athletics is now 44. Very nice. So that's some more believable mountains that we seem to have since the 16.3 patch came out. And I do have one game which I've carried on with. Oh, look at that. That is super. Can we wear that? Oh, lovely. I like that a lot. That's great. That's going to make sure we stay cool. In fact, it'll probably make us too cold now, won't it? But I had to take that, really, didn't I? I did. Now all I need to do is find a coat. Now we can just switch between the two and we'll be good. Yeah, as I was saying, I do have... Oh, look at all the... I do have one game which I've continued over into 16.3 just for the laugh, really, just to see what happened with the land generation. And yeah, it's pretty weird, it has to be said. It has some fairly strange effects. Great big cliffs, and basically just all of the unexplored territory generates differently, so you end up with big sort of holes in the world and things. Crossbow. Oh, nice. There we go. That's lovely. Just go to show you should always search the rubbish, especially once you get a point or two in Quality Joe. We've only got 1 point in Quality Joe at the moment, in point of fact. Big old lake up ahead by the look of it. No, we can't do anything with those. Hey ho. You don't always find anything decent. What is that? Oh, it's a backpack. Hunting rifle, receiver, baseball cap. Okay, I'm not sure that... No, that's not really any use to us. Oh, look at this. Of course, if you're in... This is the plains now. We're in the plains now, aren't we? And we're still heading south, so this is still good. This is still good, even though we're entering a different biome now. A plains biome. We are now armed with a poncho. We are now wearing a poncho, which means that we're not so likely to get too hot here. So we're good. Oh, there's a shopping trolley. Miles from anywhere, there's a shopping trolley and it's got nothing in it. Okay, so there's another road there, actually. We're joining up with this road, which presumably goes back to... Okay, both of these roads actually go southwards. How can that be? The one in front of us. Yeah, they do, though. They kind of do. That one goes south that way, but it kind of doubles back a little bit. Possibly, and then that one. Oh no, I've got to make a decision now. I've got to make a decision based on the fact that I can't see a bloomin' thing, which is not great, is it? That is not helpful, so I have to choose which way to go. Okay, well, the decision's got to be based on... Where's our little arrow? It's that way. Rather than that way, because that's more easterly, but it's that way. So... in that case, we've got to go towards our arrow. We're going to go this way. Cloth. No, we don't need cloth. Well, we're unlikely to get too warm here. Although, I don't know, never speak too soon. My temperature is going up. Cars, no. We've got an engine. If we did find a battery at this point, I would feel like I had to make room for it in our inventory, because the sooner we can get a mini bike when we're up and running, the better. From the point of view of getting around, that is sort of the point of being in the middle of the map, or part of the point at least. Let's see if we can get you in the head, shall we? It's not easy, but it is possible. Yeah, especially if you crouch down. There we go. Oh, look at this. Painting wall coverings. Wow, that's the first one of those I've read. There we go. So, when it comes to painting our base up, we're going to be able to paint using wall coverings. Well, surely wall coverings, they're all wall coverings, are they not? I don't know. Yes! Bullseye. Ooh, nice. Thank you very much. And let's check these cars as well. I wonder if we're heading... No, I'm not sure car spawns work like that. They just spawn on the road. I don't think... You do find them in towns, but I don't think it makes any odds as to how close to a town you are. I might be wrong there. I might be wrong. This might indicate the presence of a town up ahead. But all I can see is water, quite honestly. All I can see is the world's biggest lake. Die, Farmer Joe! There he goes. Fire axe. Yeah. Again, we found another one of those, didn't we? And we scrapped the last one because it was wasn't good enough to keep, and it was better than that one. So that's going to go the same way. Really is deeply unhelpful when the weather persists in being this cruddy and we cannot see ahead. It's like, what's the point of having distant visibility and when you can't see a thing because the weather's turned to crap? There we go, now we can see, and the road is snaking round to the south, perfect, into Maple Forest, doubly perfect. Excellent, I like this a lot. How are we doing for time? 1:33, so we've got plenty of time. I can't see any towns nonetheless, but that's okay. At this point, we don't desperately need one. There is a house perched right up there on the ridge, which will have a fantastic view, I dare say, but I don't think we really need to think about somewhere to stay just yet. We've got a zombie just begging to have her head blown off. So let's oblige. Didn't actually remove her head. There we go. We'll have to invest some skill points in the decapitator skill, because that's very good fun. That is very good fun. Look, you can see where we've been all the way around this enormous lake. It's quite long, but not particularly wide. and having found some good stuff in rubbish, I am stubbornly searching through all of it just in case I find something else of value. So, this is my favourite biome. We are still managing to overheat somewhat, which is annoying. Well, this is the longest road ever, but it is still heading south, so I can't complain too much. Still heading south, and I think we have said farewell to the flickering shadows. Let's just have a look. Yeah, you see, those shadows do not flicker. This means that potentially, from that point of view, we could set up base wherever we found somewhere that was good. But I still like the idea of being in the middle of the map. But at the same time, if I found a nice big city with the, you remember before 16.3 hit, I cannot hit. Oh, it's because I'm walking backwards over a boulder, over a pebble, and it's wonkying my aim. There we go. This one should finish off the hoodie, and I will finish off Edgar. There we go. Lovely. Oh, look at that. Nice. Nice. Ooh, now were they better than the ones I'm wearing? No, they're exactly the same, but a little bit worse the wear. Worse for the wear. So yeah, if you remember back in before 16. Oh, look at that. Steel pickaxe. That is tempting, but what do I chuck out in order to... I kind of am holding on to the shotgun shells with the thought in mind that I might be able to... Yeah, let's get rid of the leather because it's not going to get us any very far, is it? We can sell the shotgun shells even if we're not going to use them. They're fairly good to sell. Oh, look! We found a place. How big a place is it? It looks quite large, doesn't it? It's got some red kind of towers, which suggests possibly factory. But does it have skyscrapers? Because if you remember back in Alpha 16, before 16.3 hit, we had found ourselves a location which contained some 3 skyscrapers. We had every flavour of skyscraper, which was fabulous. And that is what I am looking out for here as well. And we'd also got, if I remember correctly, we got a small town sort of very close by as well. I'm going to eat that. We'd got a small town very nearby to our city as well. So it looked like it was going to have good looting potential. And that is what you need when you're going to invest a lot of time and resources in a base. So let's check this joint out. Bye bye, mama. Ooh, water. Nice. Okay, and we will just drink that as well. Maybe this is a good omen. They're giving us some good junk. We've got a house of some sort over there. Looks like the overlook type. But I am more interested in this town. Let's grab some stone en route. Because we finally said adios to the bug, the flickering and stuff. So if this place looks quite big. This looks like a city actually. Now this isn't actually the hub. No, it isn't. The hub is still quite some distance away, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know actually. No, this is the hub. This is it. And actually, it is pretty large. So, in point of fact, we have got to the middle of the map. I didn't think we'd do it quite that quickly. That is brilliant. It's still day 5. So, we're not going to be able to... We're probably not going to have time to build ourselves a base. Well, I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. But this is it. So, this is the hub location. And it does look like an actual city. It is one. So, that is pretty cool. Hey, this is great. This is great. So, now... And it's in Maple. I couldn't have chosen better if I tried. This is the silver lining to our cloud, folks. This is good. Okay. We don't know what it's going to be like for stores, or we still don't know if it's going to have skyscrapers. Let's hope so, because I would expect a city to have one. Any self-respecting city should have them. It should also have stores. We've got a little diner here, look. Diner, drinks, shakes. Okay, so we've got a diner there, and that's nice to start off with. We've got a factory over there, so that's obviously the industrial zone over there. We've got a load of wasted buildings here. Oh my goodness, where do we go first? How big is this joint? Let's... No, I can hear a zombie, but I'm not actually detected or hunted. Let's just take a bit of a sprint round the outside and see how big the place is first. And then we'll decide... We'll see if we've got time to decide on a location. Look, there's the hair salon. We were parked right next to one of those last time, if you remember. But we've got our skills still from the last save, which means that we're going to be able to just basically pick up from where we left off. Hopefully, we'll be able to get our build up relatively quickly. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it up in 2 days, but hey ho, we'll try. Oh my god, funeral parlour. Okay, so this is kind of random shape. Let's just go this way. We'll follow the road that goes around the outside of here. We might find wolves in town as well, I guess. There's a car park of some description. There's a cheerleader who is following her own little course there. Not paying any attention to me at all. There we go. She's down. Alrighty. And a passing gas. Always good to have a passing gas in town when you, when you're, let's see. Let's just mark that on our map. And there go the crickets. So we're going to have to find somewhere to stay sooner rather than later. There we go. And we will mark these off as useful locations. We are very much planning on getting ourselves a mini bike as soon as possible. I will scrap those, I think. And yeah, having a gas station, having a petrol station nearby that we can fill it up and collect petrol is going to be invaluable to us. Let's see what else we've got in this direction. Looks like we've... Look at that. Is that Moor City over there? Or is that another town? That is too far away. There's a road there. That's another town. And it's really close by. So actually, we're... Oh, look. Skyscrapers. Yes. We're even better off this time than we were last time. Look at that. Look at that town. Lovely, 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 lovely. And we've got a snow biome behind it. This is epic. And we've got a plains biome here so we can gather ourselves lots and lots of lovely coal. This is epic. This is brilliant. And that looks like a town with some decent sized prefabs as well. Skyscrapers. Yes, we've got it made. We are set. Our journey has definitely been worthwhile. Just please, 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 Fun Pimps, do not make us restart again. Just don't make us restart again. Okay, so we need to find somewhere to spend the night, don't we? We need to find a safe location. Now... I don't know, do we get sleeper zombies in these trashed buildings? Do we have sleeper zombies hiding out in them as well? I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. What is that? It's a Days End Suite. Obviously, that's going to have a heck of a lot of stuff. Heck of a lot of rooms in it. Could potentially have a lot of sleeper zombies in it. I just want to carry on going down this road, really, and check this place out and see what's down here. We've got the builder's yard. We've got the Higashi funeral, what have you. Does that say leave? It does say leave. How cool. Okay. So we'll, let's just see. We'll call it that. Builder's yard. Builder's yard, builder's merchants, whatever. This one's Higashi, right? Higashi. I believe I've got that right. Higashi Pharmaceutical, but that wouldn't all fit, would it? We've got a little church there. And then we've got an apartment, two apartment buildings right next to each other. Lovely. I love to loot apartment buildings. We've got a mouldy backpack here, which has got nothing, any very useful in it. There's hardly any Zeds on the streets, which is quite strange. But I do find that zombie count on the streets always does tend to be a little bit on the low side. Because now we don't get the opportunity. Now, that building over there. That building over there may provide us with a forge, but it also will provide us with somewhere out of town to spend the night. It is going to have sleepers in it, I imagine, but we should be able to clear them out. We should have enough time. So let's do it. Let's do this thing. Okay, sneak mode engaged. There we go. Alrighty. You never know when there might be one right. There's 2 hoodies in here. One there. And one there. Oh, yoy. I aimed for his head and missed it. How the earth did I manage that? Okay, so there we go. There's, I'm going to just leave those open for the minute. Because we want to make sure. And I am deliberately not putting my torch on so that I can... Yeah, there's no zombie sitting on the toilet. That is good. There we go. I've got my torch off again. Deliberately because I don't want to... alert any zombies to my presence. Anybody up here? Anybody up here? Yes, there is. There you go, you see. Better if you don't shine the light in their face, isn't it? So, sorry you guys can't probably see very much, but it's better that way. There we are. Now I think we've probably cleared the place out. Let's blooming well hope so anyway. Let's upgrade these actually. There we go. And then we'll do the same with these windows. And then we're not going to give out any light. There we are. And these ones here too. And we're really very close to our town. This is fantastic. I couldn't have asked for better. I was kind of, I don't know, it was a bit of a downer when we had to, there we go, it's night time now. Okay, let's just upgrade this as well. There we are, lovely. Actually, I probably should have just taken that out, shouldn't I, really? But there you go. Let's upgrade these. We'll probably be alright, she says, hopefully. I'm not planning on turning this into a base. I am planning very much on getting on with the building of our base as soon as possible. So let's check out these zombies and we'll check out to see if anything in here, see if we've got any good loot anywhere here. We've got a desk. Let's check that. We've got a black sweatshirt. No, we don't want that really. With a chest here. Oh, a gas barrel. Okay. Alright. There we go. And let's check out down here as well. Namely that forge, which I want to know if it's a forge we can use or no. It might be useful if it is. Denim pants. Now, are they better than what I'm wearing? Yes, they are. Let's see. And they're the same, actually, insulation. So we will wear those and we will scrap those. Nice. And we're going to have to just leave his mechanical parts, I think. No. Do you know what? They are more valuable than some of the stuff we are carrying. So let's switch something out in favour. We don't need the flashlight. Let's not take the flashlight. In fact, let's just do this the other way around. Let's put the flashlight in a cupboard, right? We'll put that in there. There we go. And then it stays there, doesn't it? And we'll have the mechanical parts. Lovely. And then we'll see if there's anything else of any use in here. Yeah. Not a lot. Let's see. Use. There you go. A usable forge. Well, that's wonderful, isn't it? So, we're going to mark this on the map with usable forge. So there we go. And then we know, even if we can't take it with us, we know there is a forge here that we can actually use. Apart from anything else, this mining helmet's looking a little bit trash now. To repair it, we need forged iron, but I do need to put clay in there to gain forged iron as well. So, important fact, we still can't use it. I don't think. We've got coal. Let's just see. Let's just put that in there. Forged iron. Yeah, it needs clay, and obviously we've no clay in there either. But that is great. That is going to give us the ability to forge some stuff should we need to do so. So that is wonderful. So there you go, folks. We've got our... We can move that waypoint now. We've got to the centre of the map. We've got no more flickering, which is fantastic. And we've got some choice biomes around here. Maple and plains biomes with some snowy biome as well. And I think a town over in this direction, very close by for extra looting. And we have at least one skyscraper here. And I'd be surprised if there wasn't another one around somewhere as well. So this is fantastic news. We will soon be up and running and back to where we were before. So I hope you guys will join me for the next episode, because we are going to get on. It's day 6 already. Oh, holy smoke. So we are going to get on with building our base as soon as possible, and then hopefully we're going to be able to see the first horde out in that. If we can't, then I guess we'll just have to wing it. We'll just have to see, you know, survive it somewhere else. I'm not sure. So we're going to get going as soon as we can and get back on this base building thing. But first we're going to have to find an ideal location for our base as well. So we may well realistically be spending Horde Night somewhere in town, but I'm not sure quite where. We'll have to find somewhere where we can weather the Horde. Even if we can't engage them, because I think realistically we're probably not going to be able to build enough of our base in time. So there you go, guys. It's been a good episode. It's a good result. We've done well here. I hope you agree, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button, let me know, and feel free as ever to leave your hints, tips, comments, and suggestions. And I do hope you'll join me for the next episode of 7 Days to Die, when we will get building. And until then, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye bye for now.